Alright, what quiz is this? Quiz 8? Problem number 1. Problem number 1, there is an isosceles triangle. And it's split. The big triangle is an isosceles triangle, and then it's split in half. Alright, these two angles are equal to each other. So this one is y degrees. This angle is x degrees. This angle is 57. And they're asking you to find x and y. Okay? These marks mean that the big triangle is an isosceles triangle. If these two sides are equal to each other, then these bottom angles are equal to each other. So this angle is 57 degrees also. Okay? Now, if you've got a triangle, this big triangle, and this is 57 degrees and this is 57 degrees, you can subtract these two 57s from 180 and you could get this top angle. So if you take 180 minus 57 minus 57, it equals 66 degrees. That means that this big angle in this triangle is 66 degrees. But both of these little ones are equal to each other. So if you take that 66 degrees and divide it by 2, it's 33 degrees. That's what each of these angles are equal to. So this is 33. Your y is 33 degrees. Now, in this little triangle on the left, you know two of the angles. And all three of them have to add up to 180. So if you take 180 and you subtract 38, or 33, and 57, it leaves 90 degrees. Okay. Good? All right, number 2. An A-frame house has two congruent sides. So what they're saying, an A-frame house is in the shape of an A. The two congruent sides, so we're going to call these the two congruent sides, they extend from the ground to form a 32-degree angle at the peak. This is the peak. So this angle is 32 degrees. What angle does each side form with the ground? They are assuming that you know that this will be the ground in an A-shaped house or an A-frame house. So these two angles down here are going to be equal to each other. You can solve for these angles by taking 180 and subtracting the 32 from it. 180 minus 32 is 148. Okay? You've got 148 degrees left for these two angles. And they're equal to each other. So you can just divide it by 2. And what does that equal? 74? Anybody want to do it? 1? Alright, so 74 degrees each. Number 3. This exterior angle is 8x, and these two sides are equal to each other. This angle is 2x minus 40. Now remember, in an isosceles triangle, if these two sides are equal to each other, then these two bottom angles are equal to each other. So if the angle on the left is 2x minus 40, then the angle on the right is 2x minus 40. And how much do these two got to add up to? Right, 180, because they form a straight line. So your math would be that 2x minus 40 plus the 8x has to equal 180. So combine your like terms. 2x and 8x is 10x minus 40 equals 180. Add 40 to each side. $10x equals 220, and then you can divide by 10. So x equals 22, and they said to find the value of x, so there you're done. Good? Problem number 4. You guys are probably done with it already? Yeah, what do the 3 angles have to add up to? 180. So if this is 22 and this is 53, they're asking for this one right here. So it's 180 minus 53 minus 22. What's left? 105? Alright, so 105. Number 5. Okay, be very careful. Put like a note on your study guide or circle number 5 or put be careful or something, because students in the past have gotten the correct values for x, z, and y. Alright? But when you go to the multiple choice answer sheet, answer A is going to be like, the values are going to be x, y, z. They're going to be in a different order. Okay? So be careful when you're picking your answers. Alright, let's see how, what's for angle x? It's going to be 180 minus 40 minus 57, right? And that's 83. Okay, so x is 83. Now, x, or this 83 plus z has to equal 180, doesn't it? Alright, so 180 minus 83. That's how much? 97? Alright, so z is 97. And then 180 minus the 97 minus the 16 is going to be equal to it's less than that. 67? 67. So y is equal to 67 degrees. Now, I'm pretty sure that on your answer, in your answer choices, one of your answer choices will be like x is 83, y is 97, z is 67. But that's not right, is it? Okay? So just be real careful to the order of the answers when you're choosing the multiple choice answer. Alright? Your x is 83, and your y is 67, and your z is 97. Number 6, you can probably do that one while I'm drawing it. An exterior angle is equal to the sum of its 2 remote interior angles. So this outside angle here, that's 110, and you've got an interior that's 75, and you're looking for the value of x. 110 minus 75 equals this other interior angle. So what's 110 minus 75? 110. What is it? 35. So this is 35 degrees, yes.
Can you do like 110 and then like you try to find the line?
Yes.
Subtract 180
Yes.
for the answer?
Yeah, listen up. You can also do this. You can find this angle. What do you got to add to 110 to equal 180?
70.
Yeah, so 70. And now you know, if you know this, you would do 180 minus 75 minus 70. All right, and you'd be left with 35. So no matter which way you do it, that angle's 35 degrees. Whichever's easier for you. Number 7. And we got SRT. I think this is U. SRT, this angle, is equal to STR, which is this angle. If the two angles in a triangle are equal to each other, then the sides opposite those angles are equal to each other. SRT is 24, so this is 24 degrees. The measure of STU is 6x. S down to T out to U is 6x. Find the value of x. If this bottom left angle equals 24, what does the bottom right angle equal? 24. What do these two have to add up to? 180. So 6x plus 24 equals 180. Subtract 24 from each side. These will cancel out, and 6x will equal 156. You can divide both sides by 6. And x equals 26. Number 8. This angle is 113 degrees. This is x degrees. And this is 47 degrees. Find the value of x. All right, remember vertical angles from earlier in the year? Vertical angles are congruent, right? So if that angle's 113, what's this angle right here? Good, 113. Okay, so if you take 113, or I'm sorry, if you take 180 and you subtract 113 and you subtract 47, what's left? 20 degrees. And that's your value of x. Because the 3 on the inside got to add up to 180. Number 9. Please don't get this problem wrong. All as it says is that a triangular playground has angles with measures in the ratio 4 to 2 to 3. Okay? 4 to 2 to 3 is the extended ratio for the relationship of these three angles. Here's how you solve this. You take the 4 and you write 4x. You take the 2 and you write 2x. You take the 3 and you write 3x. Those represent the three angles in this triangle. What do these three angles have to add up to? 180. So what's 4x plus 2x plus 3x? 4 and 2 is 6, plus 3 more is... So 9x's has to equal 180. If you divide by 9, then x equals 20. Now, if x equals 20, it asks you to find the smallest angle. Isn't the smallest angle going to be the 2x angle? What's 2 times x? 40 degrees is your smallest angle. All right, number 10 is another exterior angle problem with distractions. The only thing that matters about number 10 is this right here, this portion of it. Because you're told that you're asked to find the measure of angle 1. You're told that angle 2 is 33 degrees. You're told that angle 3 is 70. Two ways to do this problem again, isn't there? The measure of angle 1, is equal to 33 plus 70. All right, which is 103. All right, number 11 is like a 9-part question. Well, it's not like a 9-part question. It is a 9-part question. This is 132 degrees. And what does this symbol mean right here? The little half a box? That's 90 degrees. And then the angles are all numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this is easy 9 points, boys and girls. Angle 1, that's a tough one, isn't it? Yeah, that's 90. If angle 1 is 90, what's angle 2? What do these two got to add up to? 180 minus 90 is 90. If angle 1's 90, or if angle 2's 90, what's angle 3? 90, they're vertical angles. Angle 4, right up here. Aren't these two vertical angles? So what's angle 4? 132. Angle 5. These two, if angle 4 is 132, don't these two form a line? Very good. So 180 minus 132 is how much? 48. And if 5 is 48, what's 6? 48, because they're vertical angles. Now, in your triangle, you've got a 90, 48, and you're looking for angle 8. In a right triangle, your two acute angles have to sum 90. So take 90 minus 48, and that's going to be angle 8. What's 90 minus 48? 42. Good. So angle 8 is 42. If angle 8 is 42, aren't these two a linear pair? So 180 minus 42, 138. That's angle 7 is 138. If 7 is 138, what's 9? 138. And where's angle 5? Oh, that's 48. So it's vertical angles theorem, it's linear pair, it's triangle, angle sum theorem. All right, it's all of those combined. But it looks like an easy way to get 9 points. Number 12. Yeah, I hope everybody gets this one right. You guys, this so far, there's only about, looks like there's about 4 on here that are pretty hard. All right, this is x. If these two sides are the same, what do you know about these two angles, those two bottom angles? Good. So if this is 76, what's this? Good. So wouldn't the x be equal to 180 minus 76 minus another 76? 28? 28. X is equal to 28. Number 13. Thirteen is another isosceles triangle. This side DF is congruent to side FE. Angle F is 94. Now, if angle D is X, what's angle E? It's X as well. So what does X plus 94 have to equal? 180. They're the inside angles of a triangle. So 2x plus 94 equals 180. Subtract 94. So 2x equals 86. Divide by 2. X is equal to 43. All right, finally number 14. '14 is hard. Okay. What'd you mumble? No, it's not. You heard me. RTU again. You again. Let's see. RS, this side, is equal to ST. RST is 3x minus 11. So this angle up here, R to S down to T, this angle, 3x minus 11. STU equals 8x. S down to T and out to U is equal to 8x. Got it? Here's the tricky part. If these two sides are the same, then these two angles are the same. All right? In this case, you have to call these angles Y. You got to call them a different letter. This is called a combination problem. You did it in Algebra 1. You don't remember doing it, I don't think. This is also an exterior angle problem. This 8x right here is an exterior angle, and it's equal to this angle plus this angle. So here's your setup. Y plus 3x minus 11 equals 8x. All you're going to do in this first step is solve for y. If you subtract 3x from each side, these will cancel out. y minus 11 is going to equal 5x. If you add 11 to each side, then y is equal to 5x plus 11. Now, do you see where this y is? You can replace it with 5x plus 11. And what do these two have to add up to? They got to add up to 180. So 5x plus 11 plus 8x has to equal 180. If you combine these two x's, then 13x plus 11 equals 180. If you subtract 11, then 13x equals 169. And if you divide by 13, then x is equal to 13. A little bit, just name these angles something other than x. Solve for that variable. Replace that variable with what it is equal to, and then solve for x.